What's up, everybody? We have Chris, and Chris has been a student who has been crushing the program. How are you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Not too bad. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, some questions the audience and people who are listening to this may want to hear, and just answer them as you see fit. Sound good?
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. So let's go back to the beginning. So I guess tell me when did you join the program, and like what were your first thoughts on joining? And like your thoughts on sports cards. Did you know anything? Did you ever make money with it? Did you know nothing? You tell me.
Okay, I believe I joined the end of May, beginning of June. Didn't really know a whole lot about sports cards. As a kid, I collected some, never sold anything or anything like that. Kind of got out of the hobby. I played sports my whole life and have always enjoyed it. I seen some of your information pop up on social media and was kind of skeptical at first and took a leap of faith. And it's one of the best decisions that I've made.
Cool, cool. What were you skeptical about?
Just you see all this stuff, and I'm a firm believer that seeing is believing as far as like the actual results. And a lot of stuff is fabricated and not the truth, and you don't know what to believe this day and age. And I had an onboarding call and everything, and all my questions were answered. After that, quickly decided to join the program, and everything has gone great.
Cool, cool. So, okay, so little skeptical, got it. And honestly, like I mean, I'm in the world of like coaching programs and all that stuff. The problem with coaching programs and like why people get skeptical and they should is because a lot of the people who teach what they teach don't practice what they preach. So like if a person teaches like how to make money on Amazon, they're just making money from teaching people how to do it and not actually making money themselves. But like not to toot my own horn, but I actually do it myself, right? If you look behind me, like
Yeah, yeah,
it's a lot of money in sports cards. So that's why we have a lot of success in the coaches, right? They don't just coach, they actually do it because I tell them to do it because they should. So that definitely helps out. But okay, cool. So joined about 4 months ago or something like that.
hmm
And about how much money have you like made? How much money in cards have you bought? Kind of give me the rundown in terms of numbers and money.
Okay. So I've sold about $5,000 worth of cards. I've doubled my money. I have quite a bit in grading now that just haven't come back from PSA. Um, all in invested, I have about 30,000, and all of that I should double or be around that area of doubling. So
Yeah, congratulations to you. So the 5 grand that you sold so far, you paid about $2,500 for those cards. So you made about a $2,500 profit.
yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay. And when do you think, so you have 30 grand invested. If you had a guess, when do you think it would take all that would be sold, and how many, like a month, 2 months, when it's back and
Um,
sold?
Yeah, probably maybe 3 months or so. PSA is kind of backed up in grading and everything, but
Gotcha.
the cards that I bought have been things that are within the guidelines of the program, top guys, things that are liquid that are going to move fast.
Yeah.
So once I get them back in hand, they shouldn't last a couple of
Cool.
days. So
So in the next 3 months, if just it stays true to what you've been doing already, you should double your money on the 30K, especially because I know you were telling me you really get cards at good prices and you're really diligent about what you're doing. So like theoretically, you should make 30 grand in the next 3 months, 10 grand a month. I mean, that's not bad for buying and selling sports cards, right?
no, sir, that's great.
Yeah. And I'm curious, give me one card. What one card have you made the most amount of money on? What card was it? Where'd you find it? What'd you pay? What'd you sell it for? What did it grade? Give me like one card, one example.
Okay.
If you're enjoying the content of the video and want to learn how to make a side income with sports cards, I spent the past 3 months putting together a training to show you exactly how it's done in detail. Sports cards has allowed me to live a life beyond my wildest imagination, and I'm thankful for the hobby every single day. That is the reason I teach sports cards, and I am so passionate about it. At the end of the training, we offer a paid program where you can work closer with me. However, I don't want you joining until you've watched the free training I put together. It will show you exactly what's inside the program and how to make money with sports cards, and from there, you can make an educated decision. So if you'd like to sign up for the free training, either scan the QR code on the screen or text Eric to 631-544-7005 or click the link in the description. Just to repeat it, you can either scan the QR code or text Eric to 631-544-7005 or click the link in the description. Now let's get back to the video.
The best one so far has been a Joe Burrow Kaboom rookie card, PSA 10. I bought it, I think all in, I was about $460, and after grading, inspection, and everything, and I sold it for $1450.
Wow, that's really good. That's way better. That's way better than I do. That's really good. Sick. How'd you find the card?
I found it on Facebook.
Gotcha. So you paid, and then you paid. What'd you pay for it? Then what'd you pay to get it graded?
It was 400 and something dollars, and then Matt's inspection fee, and then just a $20 PSA grading fee.
And then you said you sold it where again?
I sold it on Facebook.
Okay, someone just paid you right into your PayPal or Venmo?
Yes, sir. Yep, it was actually Cash App.
Cash. Oh, it's always nice when it just comes in, no fees, just like beep right in there. How long did it take you to flip that card? When did you buy it and when did you sell it?
I got it back, posted it, and it was gone within 20 minutes.
When did you buy it? Like, what was the timeline from when you bought it to when you sold it?
Yes, sir. I think it took 8 weeks at PSA, so about 2 months. And as soon as I got it back, I posted it, and like I said, it was gone within 30 minutes.
Sweet, sick. That is definitely not bad. And what do you think has helped you? What does the program help you out the most? And like, what specific thing has helped you out the most? Was it like learning from the videos? Was it the coaching calls? Was it the one-on-one with your coach? Was there like a specific thing you learned that just like helped you tremendously? Like, what do you think specifically helped you out the most?
I would say it's a combination of everything, but I would say most of the credit is due to my coach. Joe is my coach. Just his hands-on approach. He seems to really care for his students. And I mean, he's a straight shooter. So, I think that's the only way to be. No BS. I mean, whether, it's right, it's right. It's wrong, it's wrong. So I think that's helped tremendously.
Yeah. I join a lot of coaching programs, and I hate people when I pay for their advice and they're like, well, in theory, you could do this, but also you could do that. It's like, no, just tell me yes or no. Like, you're the expert. Just give me one or the other.
Exactly.
I hear you 100%. And last question. Actually, second to last question. If you could go back in time to when you joined the program and you have the brain that you have now, what would you tell yourself? What do you wish you knew when you first started the program now that you know now?
Well, when I first started, like I mentioned, I was overzealous and bought stuff without getting it approved by Joe. Just at first, it was kind of a learning curve. All these players that you're told to buy, I would say 100% stick to them. We're paying you. You are the experts. You do exactly what you guys say, and you can't go wrong. As long as you do what is laid out in front of you within the program and your coaches, you can't go wrong. So I would just say from the get-go, just be strict, stick to those rules, those procedures, those players, and there's no way you can't make it if you do those things.
Sweet. I wish all the students had the same approach as you. Everyone would make a lot more money. And last question I'll ask you is I guess tell me the future. Like, what are you going to do with the extra money you're making? Like, what do you think sports cards looks like for you in a year, 2 years, 3 years? Like, what's the plan?
I hope to continue to keep doing what I'm doing. I hope, to eventually to get, $10K a month in profit. That would be great. I'd be okay with 5, but 10 would be better. But eventually I would like to get into I'm in some investments right now, not real estate. So I'd like to take some of that extra capital that I have and invest in some real estate and then continue to do the sports cards.
Sweet. Definitely. Yeah. Put it into a nice asset that could just cash flow and just keep dumping, like use sports cards for the quick profits, use real estate for the long profits. I hear you 100%. That's not a bad plan. Well, Chris, I do appreciate you coming on. I'll give this video a post to everywhere, so you might get some messages of people asking you, "Hey man, how'd you do that?" So just be prepared for some messages. But I appreciate it, Chris.
Yes, sir, Eric. Thank you for everything in the MLP program. Everybody involved, you guys do a great job. Appreciate all you guys.
You're very welcome.